We would like to introduce CHEY Tae-won, Chairman of South Korea's SK Group and the CHEY Institute for Advanced Studies. Welcome, Chairman CHEY.
Yeah, good afternoon. Yeah, I'm Anthony CHEY, and CHEY Tae-won. I'm chairman of the SK Group as a businessman. But I'm also chairman of the board of the CHEY's, the foundation. So I really congratulate that this Tokyo Forum 2024. I also really congratulate new design and new concept for the college program for design. So yeah, it's a full commitment of the President Huji. So I really admire that this new concept, and I really support that idea. So if I'm young, then I probably take this course and become the new idea, new leader for that design. Well, coincidentally, I used to emphasize the design concept for my business. Yeah, I really emphasize that my CEO has to be the world designer. So mostly people think that the design is different from the business. But I don't really think so. So given resources, given asset, so you have to create your own new business. So market is always at some dynamics. So we need that come up with some new idea how to fit with that customer demands for a new idea. Especially in modern society. Modern society has a lot of really rapid change. So in order to adjust that kind of rapid change, so idea, design, and the new business model is always emphasized for how to make your business sustainable. So I really emphasize the design capacity for the businessman. But it's not only just the businessman, even, the government need this new design thinking. It's the same thing, actually, as a president and the head of some department, they had their own asset, people, time. So they had to make this new design and how actually solve for the whole society. So this is kind of concept for the design. So I really admire that this topic to this year. Also, I have to confess on one thing. Actually, I prepared the whole story for the speech, but it's almost identical to the President Huji. So I have to design again. At least that I have to emphasize some of the point, and I really thanks for President Huji and University of Tokyo and President Kim of the CHEY Institute for Advanced Studies, and most importantly, the dedicated faculty and the staff member who have made this event possible. So I'd like to thank for all those new energies and endeavor for this event. Well, let me tell you a little different story. So it's a challengeable. Let me tell you a little bit of my business story. So how we can actually change that our business portfolio. So my company is almost 7 years old. So in the beginning, this company was at the polyester weaving company at the start. The market is changing, so there is a lot of competition. So we have to come up with some new idea. So, our new design for our business actually headed to the energy business. So we acquire the oil refinery. So we become the energy player. And we enjoyed about more than 10 to 20 years about the energy business. But we feel that we need something else. So we challenged to the telecommunication business. So we acquired another telecom company. So we become the energy and telecom company. So that's the kind of challenge. But in order to getting that the world telecom business is totally different from the energy side. Also, when I became the chairman, so I decided that energy telecom is not enough. So we needed some more the global activity. So I decided to go for the semiconductor business. The semiconductor is totally different from the telecom business, even though it's a similar kind of, it's all IT. Yeah, you can say that, but telecom is at the way upper, it's a kind of a service business. And semiconductor is manufacturing the chips. So it's a total different type of game, so we just jump in. Now I'm challenged with the AI side. So how we can actually consolidate with the energy and telecom side and also semiconductor, we come up with the new answer. So let's go for the AI, especially for the AI data center type. So right now, AI is, everybody talks about AI. So AI is for the future. We know that. That's kind of, foreseeable future. But we don't know what to do yet. So that's how we need the design capacity. Well, as a designer, we don't have the full knowledge about the future. So assumption is that there is some set. We don't know. We don't have that knowledge yet. But we can just make some kind of a scenario. So we can make some scenario planning. So how we can actually allocate our resources in different scenario, different type. So some of them is a kind of what we call the no regret movement. So we invest allocated some of our resources. But in order to different adjustment, so different scenario, different adjustment, we have to allocate differently our resources. That's what actually the designer do. So that's current our challenge. That's the business side. But another things, and I like to actually share this idea for the business leaders sessions in afternoon of the late afternoon. It's 4:30, I guess. But I briefly want to mention about the new idea. How we have to shape our systems, because that right now our society has a lot of social problems. Who's going to solve it? And every citizens, somebody gonna. That's not my problem. Even carbon reductions, conflict about some kind of inequality. There are so many challenges. So I cannot solve all those problems by myself. So mostly we rely on the government. But government doesn't have that much hand. So create new thinking either. So we have to shape the future. So we have to come up with a new design idea. Right now, our old system is democracy and also capitalism. And also private sector, government, public sector. That's all we have. And past, I don't know, some hundreds of years, and we spend, we just maintained that kind of world. But we see that some kind of threat to the future, because that, well, there is so many different type of challenges for the social problem. Who's going to solve it? How is solve it? Where is the resources? And that's how we can actually come up with some new idea. Maybe, well, we have to change it to some capitalism. I don't want to emphasize that that we change it as a socialism, but we actually evolve those kind of new system. Otherwise, I don't think that the is enough solution for that these older systems. So I have several ideas, and one brief things I want to mention is that we have to come up with the new idea. So, because that everybody, especially in capitalism, so we using this as a capitalism kind of incentives how actually people motivate. But it's not enough. People just motivate by that only the monetary financial reward. And otherwise, we just rely on just goodwill for the people. So if you feel that's not enough, then we have to actually come up with a new idea for how we can actually bring more incentive for how we can solve the social problems. We have to reward them. So somebody who really had the new idea, new design, or contribute his own whatever it is that his own the endeavor. Well, that kind of challenge is what we want to discuss, and that's actually this year's at the Tokyo Forum 4. Let me just finish that all my story. So, also, I made at one point, and I really wanted to hear about a new idea from especially the youth session. This special youth session for the Korean and the Japanese student. Well, they have some new idea. It's not like all the given legacy adult. And these youngsters probably had that they never actually learned from that yet. They're not saying that that is impossible. So they think that everything is possible. So we like to actually hear about that the youngsters and the fresh idea for actually the LDs, we already enjoyed a lot of our life already. But the youngsters had a lot of challenges for the future, so that might be your problem. Then you have to come up with some answer. So if it's a good answer, then all the LD has to agree upon that. Why don't you adapt the new idea for the future? So that kind of the arrangement from that Tokyo University in this program. So I like to actually share this idea, and I really look for that future discussion from that young student. And I look forward to hearing your thought and your colorful ideas, and that will drive real challenge toward a brighter and a more harmonious future. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Chairman CHEY.